GoHighLevel is filled with so many amazing features. Now, whether you are selling these features to a business owner and they really love the CRM, the automations and workflows, or email marketing, there's something for everybody to be able to benefit from GHL. But there is one feature in particular that if you just got really good at having conversations when you're face to face with business owners about this one feature and what it can do for their business, it would allow for you to sell over 90% of the prospects you're having conversations with. It's literally a lay down sale. You can make money instantly, and it's a solution to a massive problem that so many business owners face. And I'm even going to give you my ROI calculator, which makes this particular feature so simple and easy to sell. And better yet, I'm gonna actually give you the ChatGPT code we used to build this for our agency so you can go rebrand it, put it on your lead magnets, and be able to go promote this yourself and use it to go sell. My name is Adam McChesney, and over the last 6 years, I've sold millions and millions of dollars of digital marketing to over 500 businesses. And I'm so passionate about being able to deliver to you the insights, the tips, and the strategies that are gonna move the needle in your agency, specifically around GHL. Now, let's go make some money. All right, so the feature we are talking about and that I've been teasing in this video so far is the missed call text back feature. One of my favorite features, not only because we've used it in our own businesses, but when we've implemented it for our clients and helped them understand the return on investment of having this feature turned on, it has paid for itself time and time again. And so with the missed call text back, essentially what we are referring to for our auto glass company, for example, it's amazing that we are the #1 Google business profile result for the main keyword auto glass repair St. Louis. We're literally right there. But because we don't have someone answering the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we are now able to immediately have a conversation when we miss a phone call or we're on the other line with that lead versus allowing them to just go and think we're not going to call them back or wait for us to call them back and have conversations with our competitors, which, obviously can still happen, but we allow for the opportunity to at least start a two-way conversation by turning this feature on. So with the missed call text back in this video, we're going to go over a couple of different things. I'm going to go over the easiest feature to sell and why it's missed call text back. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. We've also built out an ROI calculator and put it into ChatGPT so you have the ability to actually brand it for your own agency. So you can put it on a landing page, a lead magnet. You can literally showcase it when you're on a sales call, whether in person or on Zoom with the business owner, and put your own information in there and ask very intelligent questions to make it an easier sell and put this information in there. Then we're going to talk about why it's the easiest feature to set up, because it literally is so simple and easy to set up. And then from there, we are going to talk about why you want to be selling a solution and not necessarily be so focused on the feature itself. Yes, the feature is the solution, but if you're like, GoHighLevel has 1,700 things, which it does, you might lose a majority of business owners in the process. We want to make this simple for you to sell the software, for you to make money, and for your clients to make immediate return on investment. The first thing we're going to talk about is why is it the easiest feature to sell? There's so many things that are out there. This is my personal opinion because I focus on return on investment for my clients. There's a bunch of other stuff that you can say, hey, if you switch over to GHL and use all this stuff, you're going to have a cost savings in X, Y, and Z. Cost isn't everything, and you don't want to sell on price all of the time. This missed call text back feature, as I just showed you, allows you and helps you capture leads even when you can't pick up the phone. It's an instant response. So the minute somebody calls our auto glass company and we don't answer, a text message happens right back to it. Hey, I'm sorry we missed your call. This is Auto Glass Repair of STL. How can I help? You're able to then customize the message and the response back, which then leads to increased customer retention. Think about the likelihood. If you aren't able, or your clients aren't able to answer the phone, if they got a text back from you or your client immediately versus waiting until the next day to see even if you would call back, what do you think the likelihood that they were do business with you versus one of the competitors, or do business with your client versus one of the competitors? It's a night and day difference, because you can start having that conversation. Oh, and you can even implement AI to have deeper conversations. But let's just say you're not answering the phone after 5, but you're then texting later at night to get something scheduled for the next day or days later. It's a massive difference. And you are recovering lost business, especially in high demand industries, where are more so high supply industries, where there are people all over that essentially can do what you do. But the lead, the prospect, the customer is like, I want it now. If they go on and they start getting quotes and calling from other of your competitors, the likelihood that they're going to go do business with them versus you, because somebody else may answer after hours or may not have the phone lines tied up, is likely they're going to go in that other direction. And so with this feature being super simple and easy to sell, we put together this amazing ROI calculator for you, which you see, and you can go over to buildauthority.co/ROI. Gonna pop up with this little form right here. You enter in your information, and then we're gonna email you over the exact code with the step-by-step instructions on what you need to do to go brand this calculator yourself with your own stuff. So you can change up the font, you can change up the name of the agency. Obviously ours is Builders of Authority. You can customize a lot of this stuff. But the ROI calculator in action, what we're specifically talking about here, this feature will help you sell it easier or easily. You can then go and you can talk to your client, right? If you're talking about being a subject matter expert, if you're selling GHL or digital marketing or any of these things, and you're selling on what you offer and you're selling on price, if all you're doing is selling on those things and not selling a solution based on the problems that your client or lead has, you are drastically missing the boat and probably not closing nearly as many deals as you should be. And what I mean by that is, when I'm on a sales call with a business owner, I'm asking a lot of these questions specifically when I'm talking about the ROI calculator. So I'm saying, hey, Mr. Roofer, talk to me a little bit about your business. I want to know, what's your average client value? Talking to a remodeler. Let's say it's somebody that does interior remodels. They do kitchens, they do baths, they do stuff. And you know, they have small projects, they have large projects. People will try to say, well, I do anything from $10,000 all the way up to $200,000. And I really want more of the $100,000 plus. Great, Mr. Jones. Would it be fair to say, you know, I work with a lot of remodelers. I know your industry. I know kind of your pain points. I know these things. Would it be fair to say that your average client value might be around $30,000? Like your average ticket. I know you sell more. I know you sell less. But would that be fair to say? Yeah, probably fair. Okay, awesome. You know, we know and this is a great thing to sell to smaller businesses, right? The one-man shops, the people that are on the truck still, that are in the field, that are very in their business and doing a lot of the work. You know, I know you're super busy, Mr. Jones. I know you have somebody helping out in the office, but what happens, right, when the phones are tied up, where multiple calls are coming in, or what happens after hours, right? I know you mentioned that you really need more leads. Well, is it potentially that you're missing some calls? Yeah, you know, it's been an issue for a while. You know, we have one person answering the phones, and then if they don't answer, it goes to my stuff, but I'm usually building out the projects and all those different things. Okay, Mr. Jones, well, talk to me a little bit about how many missed calls you think that you might have in a month. 30 days in a month, is it fair to say that you might miss one call a day? That's fair to say. Sometimes I think we miss more. Sometimes, okay, great, Mr. Jones. Let's go. And let's just even conservatively say you miss a call every other day. Is that fair? Awesome. So you're starting to build this rapport. You're starting to be looked at in a different light than somebody that's just trying to shove stuff down their throat. And then you're talking to them saying, okay, hey, Mr. Jones, I know you said, hey, Adam, I just need a couple more leads a month because I'm a great closer. And this is especially very true to people that own their own business and that they don't have a sales team or even a salesperson, is that they usually do, sell at a higher clip. They're usually on the smaller end or the cheaper end of the quotes that are out there, right? Not that that's where you would want to be or you want your clients to be, but that's just the reality of this. So you tell me is, you typically will close 50% of the time. Now, everybody says that. Now we're going to look at getting you more leads and things like that. But even if we were just conservative, it's 35%. You get 10 leads that come in. Would it be fair to say that you close about 3.5 of those? Oh yeah, absolutely. And even more than that. Okay, Mr. Jones, let's just talk about 35% right here. So before I kind of dive into the rest of this, Mr. Jones, I want to help you understand this feature and why it's so important. It's great for you if you're selling this, if you have case studies of other clients or you're talking about, hey, I use this in my business. For our last company, for example, we get 1,500 calls a month. We miss a ton of them after hours because the line's tied up, all those different things. So I want you to understand this feature can do so many incredible things for you. But I'm about to calculate this number and you're going to be blown away and you're going to think it's too good to be true, but I'm here to tell you it's not. And then you're going to click this ROI calculator. And you're going to say, Mr. Jones, I know we were very conservative on a lot of these numbers. It may be less in all reality, but it may be more. Based on those different things, you could be leaving over $150,000 a month on the table. Now, I know that number seems obnoxious, but I just went in and shared a lot of this stuff based on what you told me. And for $297 a month, you'd be getting a 52,000% return on your investment. Now, this is just one of the incredible features that GHL has. Imagine if we turn this on, we start getting you some quick and easy wins, and then we add more stuff. Would that be of interest to you? And literally just leave it at that. That's why this feature is so simple and easy to sell. Done deal. You position it like that, you're going to close a lot more. It's an easy feature to set up. Going on to the next thing right here. So literally you're in here in GHL. You have your client sub account ready to go. You're going in here, you're clicking all this stuff. You're going down to settings. You click on settings. You come here, you click enable missed call text back, have the message ready to go, save the settings. Simple, easy. So you settings, go to settings, find the business profile, enable it, customize the message, test it, and everybody's off to the races and making money. Now, wrapping up this video here today, I want to make sure that you're selling digital marketing, you're selling GHL, you're selling this feature in a solution selling format. And as we dive deeper into sales inside digital marketing, you're going to hear solution selling, solution selling, solution selling. Reason being is so many people are selling product, widget, feature, service, and they're selling it. But this is how you sell more. 62% of phone calls to small businesses go unanswered. That is insane. And so you may think this simple, easy, very basic feature is not needed. Or you may think, no way would someone pay $297 a month for this. I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. And so I would be selling this to businesses. Hey, if you don't have this feature, if you don't have what I have, right? And you aren't answering calls 24/7, which nobody is, right? For the most part. Then your competition is likely getting access to your potential customers. And I know right now you mentioned you're looking at hiring more staff and a call center and an answering service and all those things, but for $297 a month? Wouldn't it make more sense to test this out first, to implement this instead of hiring someone else, whether it be someone in your office or a virtual assistant or a call center or an answering service? Doesn't that make more sense? And every single time, 99.9% of the time, people are going to say yes. And that is why missed call text back on GHL is the easiest feature to sell. All right, there you have it. We just talked about the easiest and best feature to sell inside of GHL to your ideal clients and business owners. That feature is the missed call text back feature. And we talked about the ROI calculator that you can leverage and build out and brand to your own agency with ChatGPT to make this easier than ever before to sell. So make sure you head over to buildauthority.co/ROI to get your copy of the code. And make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already so you can get updated on the latest tips, insights, and strategies that we are providing to agency owners to help you start and scale your agency. Now let's go make some money.